guys, it's your boy Mr. Opulent here, and I do apologize about the ghetto quality of this video. For some reason my camera wouldn't work, for some reason my microphone wouldn't work, so I just had to make do with just use my laptop, because even my iPhone, it ran out of space, which is kind of crazy. But what I want to do for you in this video is I want to show you guys how to build a 5-figure per day CPA business, okay? And the reason I say CPA business specifically is because everything I've tried, CPA is the most hands-free business I've ever embarked on. You don't have to deal with like customer support. You don't have to deal with merchant accounts closing on you. You don't have to deal with fulfillment. Like you do have to deal with like e-commerce and Shopify. It's a very simple business model, and you just have to focus on generating the traffic, generating a high volume amount of traffic that is quality as well, that backs up for the advertiser, and that 5 figures per day that you make, $10,000 per day that you make, it gets sent to your bank account. Okay, you don't have to deal with anything else. And if you can get this right, and the equation right, where you can spend more. Where you can generate more in revenue than you do on advertising, you can go out there and absolutely crush it. Okay, honest to God, I've done it for myself. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to do it specifically with CPA. I can go out there and produce 5 figures per day, over $10,000 per day with CPA. And guys, this is going to be something that is, I don't want it to be too long. So if you do want to learn more about this in depth, I'm going to be doing a web class. It's going to be somewhere around this video. But guys, take notes regardless. I'm going to try and make this a summary of what we do, and hopefully it should be quite valuable for you guys, okay? So I'm going to go into my laptop right now. It's your boy, Mr. Opulent. I'm going to see you guys in a sec. Okay, welcome back. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys the results that we're getting, so you can see what's possible for yourself. And you can see that this is real-time strategies and the real-time income that we're making from these strategies. So let me put today's date into Google. So today's date. And you can see right now that today's date is Saturday, 8th of April 2017. And I'm in London, United Kingdom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to log into one of my affiliate networks that we use and we send traffic to, just to show you the type of results that we're getting. And we have multiple affiliate networks that we use. This is just one, just to show you guys some real-time proof. So it's the 8th of April right now, and I'm just going to press today again. I mean, right now it says 3492, but you can see in the last, probably even in a couple minutes, we made a few $100 extra. So you can see so far today, and again, it's not even midday yet, but today so far, we've generated $3,741. Had 57 conversions, and what I'm actually running right now is actually a trial offer. Okay, so it's a trial offer that pays when somebody subscribes to like one of these little like pills and potions and whatnot that promise to do XYZ. Okay, so it's a trial offer that I'm running, but again, $10,000 hasn't been made today because the day is still going. Okay, but let me actually show you yesterday's results. So let me go for yesterday, for the 7th, okay, of April. And you can see that we actually generated, in this network alone, we generated $10,000, $10,510. Now, again, we have our own network, but we also use other networks as well for some specific purposes, especially when it comes to media buying. And sometimes it's good to just be able to have an account manager that can give you some type of insight. Okay, so I know a lot of you guys know or might be wondering like, yo, Mr. Opulent, why are you not showing the results from your own network? And the reason why is because I wanted to show you guys what's possible for you, because our network is private. But even with other networks, you can go out there and absolutely crush it, okay? So I definitely want to show you guys not just what we do, but what you guys can do for yourself as well, even working with other networks if you are not accepted to our network, A1 Revenue, okay? So again, yesterday you can see that we made $10,510. Let's even go back, again, another date. So we can go for the 6th of April. So we can show you that this is consistent. So the 6th of April, which you can see right here, 6th to 6th. Let's press filter and let's see the revenue number change. So press filter, and you can see on this date, on the 6th of April, we generated $11,025, okay? So you can see that we're consistently producing these type of numbers, and you can see for yourself real time, okay, in just one of our networks that we do use, that 5-figure days are possible. And I'm only 23 years of age, and I was somebody that was not that special. University dropout, I was homeless. So guys, if I can do this, you most definitely can do this. But income disclaimer, obviously I can't guarantee results for anybody. Now the big question is, how are we doing this? How are we able to produce 5 figures per day? How are we able to produce over $10,000 per day? And how can you do the same for yourself? So I'm actually gonna go over to Keynote, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly how you can go out there and do this, okay? So when it comes to campaigns, when it comes to producing high volume campaigns specifically, you really have two strategies, okay? You can really focus on one big campaign that you send a lot of traffic to, and does really high volume. So for example, you can have one campaign that you focus on, and when I'm talking about campaign, I'm talking about a specific offer that you might run, okay, or it might be a subset of offers that you run, but it's kind of like different geos that you might be targeting, or it might be specific devices that you're targeting. This can be all under one tracking link, and I refer to that as one campaign, okay? So you might have one campaign that produces you $10,000 per day, and you might focus on building out a really, really big campaign that can produce $10,000 per day, okay? So for example, you might have an offer that you might run. It might be like a skincare offer, a mass appeal offer as well. It's going to have to be a mass appeal offer if you want to focus on this strategy. So for example, you might focus on like skincare, diet, weight loss is pretty much diet, stuff to do with muscle, all those kind of big mass appeal offers is what you're going to have to focus on. So you might have one offer that you focus on, and you run it in the USA, which is a very, very high volume geographical location, and you might run it on a very, very high volume spot. And you're going to have some traffic networks where you can spend $10,000 per day. For example, on Facebook, you can easily spend $10,000 per day in the USA, especially if you have a mass appeal offer. But you always want to make sure your offer converts before you can go up to that kind of ad spend. Or what you could do is, the second strategy is you can focus on multiple small campaigns. So for example, you might have 10 campaigns that produce you $1,000 per day. So for example, you might have a campaign in France, Germany, Sweden, Spain, Norway, Russia, Greece, Austria, Portugal, Finland, so like different European countries, that you get to $1,000 per day. And once you get one to $1,000 per day, you then take a campaign into multiple geographical locations. And if you do that, that's going to then equal $10,000 per day. Now, the advantage of the first, kind of strategy is the fact that if you have one campaign, your focus can go to that campaign, and you can really, really just focus on just producing profits from one campaign. But also disadvantages, on high volume spots, there's usually a lot of competition. So if you do want to focus on one big campaign, then oftentimes you might have to be a bit experienced. And this is not really a training for newbies. This is kind of training for people that are a bit more like into the CPA game. You're really kind of thinking about what kind of direction should you take to be able to really ramp up with what you're doing. Now, if you're running small campaigns, this might be a bit more of a newbie-friendly strategy that you can really focus on, and maybe go for places that don't have as much competition. So you might go for like tier 2 or tier 3 geographical locations, and you might really focus on maxing them out, or maxing out that type of traffic in that geographical location. So for example, places like Finland, Portugal, Austria, all of these kind of tier 2 countries or tier 3 countries, like you want to focus on stuff, especially for this kind of strategy, outside of the USA, UK, Australia, New Zealand, and Ireland. But you really want to focus on countries where it's usually international, maybe not English speaking, and oftentimes the bids are lower, the volume might not be as much, and it might be harder for you to scale to 10K per day in these countries. But oftentimes you can get these campaigns to like $1,000 per day, and if you have loads of these campaigns, you can now produce $10,000 per day. Okay, so this is like the second strategy. I'll definitely advise you guys, if you're newbies or somebody even intermediate in the CPA game, to really do this, because if you try and compete in places like USA, UK, Canada, there's going to be a lot of competition. And oftentimes, if you can find high converting offers in these locations like Finland, like Portugal, like Greece, like Russia, you can get a lot of cheap traffic. Sometimes offers that have decent payouts, and you can do very, very big margins as well with these offers. But your focus is going to be very, very fragmented, especially if you have loads of campaigns in these geographical locations, okay? But this is more of a newbie-friendly kind of way of thinking about things to get to $10,000 per day. Now, what I really, really focus on is you want to step into the flow of money, okay? You want to find the flow of money, you want to step into it, okay? And that's the fastest way for you to be able to do high volumes. And the best way for you to do that is for you to focus on high volume offers and high volume traffic sources. Now, in this instance, again, I really want to speak to you guys about the high volume traffic sources that you should focus on, especially if you're somebody that is looking to get into CPA and you want to really align your focus with mastering one traffic source. And if you master one traffic source, you can definitely go out there and produce 5 figures per day. You don't have to be on every single traffic source. And I would definitely advise you guys, if you're somebody that is new, to focus on one traffic source, master it, and know the ins and outs, know the types of offers that do convert with one traffic source. So, one high volume traffic source that I know that you have loads of affiliates out there doing $10,000 per day with is native ads. And native ads are these typical kind of ads that you see on blogs that are similar to kind of like related content. and you might think they're related content, but it's actually sponsored content, and it usually is just an image and a headline, okay? And now the great thing with native ads is it is kind of like the upwards trend, and it is something that a lot of affiliates are jumping on these days. It's kind of similar to banner advertising, but it blends in with the content. Banner advertising, you typically want to make a banner that might stand out from the website that you're advertising on, but with native ads, it's very, very similar to the content, and you kind of have to do a lot of content marketing with native ads. So the landing pages are usually content rich, and usually advertorials in some cases, or maybe even video sales letters, but they usually have some type of content. And with native ads, you can definitely go out there and easily spend 5 figures per day. Okay, so if you want to really focus on native ads, if you have budget, because it does require budget, I will always say this: native ads definitely does require for you to have quite a substantial budget. But Rev Content and Content Ad, they're the two networks that I recommend for you to go on if you do want to do high volume native ads campaigns. Now you can do media buyers. Now media buyers is when you go and buy banner traffic. So this could be one of two things. You could use a self-serve network, you could use a managed network, or actually you could even use a direct to site buy. Now with banner traffic, with media buyers, you can literally put a banner on a website, and if you have a high volume website, for example Forbes.com, you can arrange to do a 7-day media buy, a 30-day media buy, 14-day media buy directly with a site owner, for example at Forbes.com, and you can buy out that inventory and not have anybody even compete with you. Or you can buy a percentage of the inventory that they have available, so you can go out there and secure a lot of high volume traffic. Now if you are advertising on a high volume site, of course you can do $10,000 per day. And you can do a lot of banner media buys, even with smaller sites that might not be as high volume as Forbes.com. It could be very, very little niche sites, okay? And you've got one or two options, really. You can either go through a traffic network, or you can go direct to site. Now, I would not recommend in any way, shape, or form, if you're a newbie starting off, for you to start a new campaign, going direct to site and buying traffic by contacting the site owners directly and asking for ad space, because you will lose money. What I would recommend is for you to go through a traffic network to buy that traffic, and if it does convert, then you can think about going to a direct to site buy, okay, and maybe getting that traffic for a cheaper price. But you can do media buyers. Let's say, for example, if you're doing adult media buyers, you have places like Traffic Junkie, ExoClick, Traffic Horse, stuff like that. They can do a lot of media buyers with and buy banner traffic. And even if you're doing mainstream stuff, there's loads of banner traffic, like stuff like buy sell ads. You can go out there and buy banner space, okay? But media buyers is another thing, and even Site Scout as well. You can go out there and absolutely crush it with banner media buyers. But you just have to know the nuances when it comes to banner media buyers, okay? But media buyers is also another high volume traffic source that you can really focus on. Now, search traffic, that's another modality of traffic that's very, very good. When it comes to search traffic, I'll definitely advise you guys to maybe start off on Bing if you are a newbie. And if you're somebody that is advanced and you have budget, you might want to go to Google. Now, Google, I won't lie to you, they are strict. They are very, very strict. And oftentimes you do have to follow a lot of rules. And if you do one thing wrong, you might get your whole ad account banned. And it might be kind of a nightmare to get a new ad account. That's what I kind of focus on Bing if you're a newbie, because they're kind of a bit more lenient. But you still want to make sure you follow their policies. But Google is very, very strict. But on Google, you can definitely go out there and scale to 5 figures per day, okay? Even way more than that. Even with Google Display Network, you can do media buys with, okay? So Google's what I really focus on if I want to do high volume media buys, okay? Now, or search traffic as well. So Google Display Network is kind of like the banner display network, okay? It allows you to buy banner space on sites. That's what I'll go for media buys. And search traffic, it will be like the PPC kind of ads they can make on Google when people searching keywords. Now, social media traffic is also high volume as well. You can go out there and absolutely crush it on different social media platforms. But the main place, the main number one place I really say you should focus on is Facebook. Okay, Facebook is making millionaires literally almost every week. Okay, like you can go out there and absolutely crush it on Facebook. The great thing about Facebook is its demographic targeting. And if you can really find out where your people that are likely to convert for your offer is like, if you know the demographic of those people and you have a good ad that can really speak to those people, you can absolutely crush it on Facebook. Okay, so social media traffic, definitely focus on Facebook. And you don't have to start with a big budget on Facebook, which is the great thing, but you can definitely scale to big spends on Facebook. And mobile pop and mobile redirect traffic is very, very good as well. It's very, very solid. So a mobile pop is like when you go on your phone and you might click on like a web page, especially if you've gone like these illegal movie websites and whatnot, And oftentimes you might have something that might pop up in the background or pop up in front of the screen that isn't that directly what you clicked on. And mobile redirects, they're the same thing as well. They might click on something and they might redirect you to a specific web page. Now, oftentimes you won't have high conversion rates when it comes to mobile pop or mobile redirect traffic. And the two main devices that you want to really focus on is iPhone and Android. Typically, you're going to find a better quality with iPhone, but it's kind of like blind traffic. And if you want to go out there and crush it, you can definitely go out there and buy huge volumes of mobile pop and mobile redirect traffic. And you just have to keep in mind that oftentimes, because it is blind traffic, you won't have a high conversion rate, but you're going to make up for it because of the volume. And you can definitely go out there and buy mobile pops and mobile redirects for even like less than a penny, okay? Especially in international geographical locations. That's where you can absolutely crush it. So mobile pop and mobile redirect traffic, you can go to like ExoClick, Pop Ads. There's just so many places. But simply Google it. But these are high volume traffic sources that if you want to focus on, just pick one of these modalities of traffic and you just master the types of offers that convert well with these traffic sources, and you don't focus on anything else until you've got this on lock, okay? You just want to focus on one and not multiple, because I can guarantee you, if you focus on multiple, you're going to go out there, blow your ad spend, and you're never going to really get things to stick to the point where you're doing 10K a day. Okay, I always tell my students, focus on one traffic source, focus on one traffic network, get it to 10K a day before you even entertain the idea of doing anything else, okay? Now, a big tip that I want you guys to know is really focusing on mobile, okay? Focus in on mobile. And if you can focus in on mobile on any network, it doesn't matter if it's pop, it doesn't matter if it's native ads, it doesn't matter if it's media buyers. If you can focus on mobile, you're probably going to have the highest chance of success compared to targeting desktop, especially these days, because mobile is cheap, mobile is scalable, and mobile converts very highly. It almost converts offers. But the great thing is, like, there's just so much volume available when it comes to mobile that you can really go out there and scale to 10K per day. Okay, and I can't lie to you, about 95% of my business is surrounded around mobile. I mean, you can see that this is just a screenshot from one network where you can see that we generated over $1 million in this network, but you can see that at least 80 to 90% of the traffic came from mobile. Okay, and I really want you guys to understand that if you focus on mobile, on those high volume traffic networks, you can go out there and absolutely crush it. Absolutely crush it. Now, here's the types of offers that I would really focus on if I do want to get in front of the money, and if I do want to focus on where affiliates are making the majority of their money. And again, this is just from my experience. There's obviously other types of offers out there, but I'm going to really break down with you guys the types of offers that have the highest concentration of affiliates that do 5 figures per day. Okay. Now, nutraceutical offers. These cover diet, testosterone, skin, male enhancement, all these kind of offers that you might see like as supplements or even skincare stuff. These are all under the umbrella of Nutra, okay, or nutraceutical. And this basically is like healthcare stuff. Now, healthcare offers that help people look good, feel good, look younger. These kind of offers, they're kind of evergreen offers, and they do stand they do stand the test of time, and they do usually produce most of the time all throughout the year. Okay, depending on the Nutra offer that you're promoting. But these kind of offers, they're proven many times to be able to produce 5-figure per day affiliates or millionaire affiliates. And these offers, especially with trial offers, are very big payouts in terms of the conversion value. So for example, you can get somebody to buy, I don't know, like a muscle supplement for like $2 and they just pay for shipping. And for that conversion, you can get paid $35 or $40 or $30, okay, for just sending people to an offer that essentially somebody just has to pay $2 for a trial, and you can get paid on that, okay? So I'll definitely say, if you're somebody that wants to get into big money offers, definitely focus on one of these modalities of Nutra, of diet, testosterone, skin, male enhancement. But just bear in mind, these offers do take a lot of budget to test with. I would not recommend getting into this if you have less than $5,000, okay? I would not recommend that. And if you're somebody that has less money than that, stick to like lead generation offers that pay out less than $10, okay? But really focusing, if you do want to do high volume on just one of these modalities, don't be somebody that's doing testosterone, skin, male enhancement all at the same time. It's all about focus if you want to do 5-figure per day campaigns, okay? You just want to focus in on one of these, master it, and know the type of traffic sources that might do well with skin, and scale out on one traffic source before even messing around with another traffic source. Okay, so for example, you're focusing on Facebook PPC, on skin, and you can do 10k a day with that. And once you've done that, that's when you might want to entertain maybe native ads with skin. Okay, they might want to entertain media buys with skin, and that's how you can really blow out and grow huge campaigns. Okay, also binary and BizUp offers. Binary is like kind of like trading. You see a lot of these like financial offers as well that I like to do with trading or forex or binary options. These all fall under the umbrella of binary. And BizUp, these might be like make money online. Okay, so I'll definitely say that if you're somebody that maybe has a bit of a less budget, you can really focus on BizUp like or binary lead generation offers, and these can convert really, really well. So you've probably seen out there, there's offers like the Brit method out there. That's a very, very big offer. I mean, people promote it pretty much everywhere, whether it's on native ads, on the social media traffic, even with pop traffic, like mobile pop traffic, and even desktop pop traffic as well. But binary and BizUp offers, they do very, very well. You've got affiliates out here absolutely crushing it, doing 5-figure per day, 6-figure per days with binary and BizUp offers. But I'll definitely say for somebody new, focus on lead generation offers as opposed to offers that might pay out per sale for like somebody depositing into an account. Okay, so definitely focus in on binary if you don't want to do Nutra. Okay, also dating is a very, very, very solid vertical as well. And if you're somebody that is new, I definitely would recommend dating. And it doesn't matter if you want to do adult dating or mainstream dating. Dating is where I started off with, and that's how I kind of got my first initial profits with. Mainstream dating is kind of like sites like eHarmony, Match.com. Adult dating, that's where you might have other kind of a bit more explicit sites. Okay. But the great thing is, even with adult traffic, okay, you can absolutely crush it. Adult traffic is very, very, very cheap. It's very, very scalable, and it's actually like the second most searched thing online after social media. Okay, so there's huge amounts of adult traffic available. Okay, and you can definitely entertain the idea if you're somebody that's okay with it. Some people are not okay with it, and you can definitely go to do mainstream offers like Match.com, eHarmony, and loads of other offers like that. Okay, but typically these are going to be lead generation offers, and you can go out there and absolutely crush it and do 10k per day with these types of offers as well. Also, video sales letters are very, very solid, and these are kind of like just videos instead of like just a straight checkout page, which is most of like CPA offers. You're gonna have like a pre-sale video that might sell people into a specific product. And video sales letters, it can be within any niche, okay? But video sales letters is very, very hot, especially on mobile these days. A lot of people are converting very, very well because you just see advancements with like the iPhone being able to play videos and whatnot. And video sales letters are very, very solid. They're not really a type of offer, but they're kind of a type of offer at the same time. But if you promote offers with video sales letters, you can absolutely crush it, especially on places like Facebook and native ads. Okay, and even if you want to go to ClickBank, you can find a lot of offers that have video sales letters, and they can do very, very well. Okay, but the main thing you want to do is you just want to ask your affiliate manager. You want to ask your affiliate manager, what are the highest volume offers on the network? Okay, ask your affiliate manager that question, and they're gonna tell you, because they're gonna make money usually if you make money. So if you can ask them what's the highest volume offers on your network, they're going to tell you the offers that people are doing or have the highest concentration of doing 5 figures per day. Okay. And most networks, they have affiliates doing those kind of numbers. So if you can just ask your affiliate manager that question, they're going to tell you, and you can go out there and absolutely crush it. And here's an example. Okay. Because if you really have built a solid foundation and a solid relationship with your affiliate manager, they're going to really give you the game and really going to be able to give you the information they're going to need in order for you to be able to go out there and scale to the point where you're doing 10k per day. So for example, you can see that this is a screenshot, and this is why I actually work with multiple networks, is because multiple affiliate managers can give me insight as to what's working for their affiliates, and they're going to be incentivized to tell me what's working because they know I can send volume. So for example, this affiliate manager said, we have a big cap on that, but our top XYZ guys are back to doing 30k days. Okay, so these guys are doing $30,000 per day. Okay, so she wants me to go on this offer, and you can see that she told me and advised me that the top people that are doing 30k per day, they're doing it on adult traffic and native traffic. Okay, so again, adult traffic is huge, native traffic is huge, and you can combine both of these with a specific vertical of offer and absolutely crush it. Okay, because again, 30k per day is $900,000 per month, almost $1 million per month. And my affiliate manager, they see that, and they can give me advice. Okay, so guys, right, this hopefully gives you a good idea of what you should focus on and where you need to focus on for you to go out there and literally crush it and do 5-figure days. If you want to go out there and do $10,000 per day, these are probably like the highest probability niches and highest probability traffic sources that if you master, it's going to help you absolutely crush it. And it's going to help you do what we're doing, okay, with our CPA business, and being able to literally produce money pretty much virtually on autopilot. Okay, so guys, if you like this kind of content, if you want to see in depth, because again, I'm trying to make these videos short, I don't want this to be like a 2-hour video, but if you want to see exactly in depth how to start from scratch, how to build these campaigns out, how to do the research, how to do the competitive intelligence, how to really grow these campaigns, like from just a little $100 per day profit campaign to $1,000 per day profit campaign. I'm actually going to be doing a free web class, 100% free web class, where I'm going to be showing you guys step by step how to build a campaign from scratch and how to grow it to the point where we're doing 5 figures per day. And I'm going to be showing you guys step by step how you can go out there and do it for yourself. Okay, so somewhere around this video, there should be a link for you to sign up to the web class. Make sure you sign up to the web class, right? And make sure you get there early, because I'm going to be holding nothing back. I'm going to be showing you guys exactly what's working for me. I'm going to be showing you guys in depth this time exactly how to make it work for yourself. And obviously, income disclaimer, I can't guarantee results. But even if you can apply a little bit of this information, I definitely feel like you can get massive results, okay? So sign up for the web class. I'm going to leave a link somewhere around this video. And hopefully you got some value from this video. But again, this isn't really if you're a newbie for you to focus in on these kind of niches or these traffic sources straight away. This is more so if you've got your foot in the door with CPA, you're starting to maybe produce a few bits of profit or a few $100 or $1,000 a day in profit, and you want to scale to the point where you're doing $10,000 per day. Okay, this video is for you. Okay, and this workshop again is going to be for newbies and for intermediate guys and for even advanced guys. Okay, so guys, hopefully I see you guys in the workshop. Hopefully you found value from this video. But it's your boy Mr. Opulent. I'm gonna see you there.